Hey folks, welcome to the launch of the new evaluation methods at Zorbin. Today we're going to be looking at three new launches in the Zorbin platform. Number one, SQL Compilers. Number two, assessing for talent in Microsoft Excel. And three, the whole new generative AI based compilers. So let's start off with our SQL compilers. So SQL compilers is very much similar to our traditional coding compilers in the Zorbin platform. So like you can see, here is a sample question. Use the following table and write the SQL query in the editor. Write an SQL query to find the average age of customers whose email addresses end with .com and display it along with the total number of such customers. There is a table we have created. The candidate has to write an SQL query to go ahead and fetch the required data. So I've got the answer already written, and the compiler here, upon running it, has the ability not just to render the answer, but check whether it meets the required test cases. You would be able to add your own SQL queries into our platform, and you would be able to check your SQL writing skills of your talent starting today. So the SQL compilers are the number one new launch in the Zorbin platform. Now, two, Microsoft Excel based assessments. Zorbin already has a lot of Excel based assessments in the form of MCQ question and descriptive questions. However, checking the practical knowledge of someone in Excel or a spreadsheet is still a challenge. To overcome that, our team has built a brand new Microsoft Excel based compiler. So, how do they work? This is a simple question right in front of you. A sample question goes like this. Your task is to download the file and use your spreadsheet knowledge to write a formula calculating the average of column A and average of column B in exactly row 16. When you've completed this task, save it in this XLSX format and then upload. So like you can see, once you download the file, you would be able to go ahead and see an Excel file, and you have to then write something in the Excel file, upload it, and we'll be able to check whether the answer is correct or not. Like this, we'll be launching several questions in the to check whether the Excel knowledge of candidate is excellent. So this is the second new launch in the Zorbin platform, where we are launching SQL compilers, and the second one now is Microsoft Excel. The last thing, we have, for many of you who've been using Zorbin platform, you know that there are 8 active compilers in our platform, but there are 70 more compilers. Okay, creating compilers is more than creating compilers. We always wanted to think of new methods of evaluating talent, and generative AI has shown a lot of promise. Many of you would have gotten fatigued hearing these terms from time and again, but believe me when I say it's really excellent when it comes to evaluating the candidate's code. While platform like GitHub has launched tools like Copilot to help talent write code along with this generative AI, Zorbin is launching tools to check whether the code written by the candidate is good or not. Okay, so here is a quick example of what I'm talking about. I have created a subjective question which should ask the candidate to write a program here. Okay, so write a Python function to return the sum of two numbers. Okay, so let me go ahead and quickly show this to you. Perfect. So write a Python function to return the sum of two numbers. As you can see, there are over 70 compilers that you can choose to ask the candidate to write the answer in. Since the question requires Python, I'm going to go ahead and write in Python. So I'm going to write a simple function which would return the sum of two numbers. Let's see what this does. So this is an example of the new generative AI based assessment here. So ideally here, we are not asking the candidate, we are not checking the candidate's technical skills by comparing them with test cases, but the AI is checking the candidate's technical strength. For example, here, write a Python function to return the sum of two numbers. I have written an answer, and the AI has automatically scored me 8 out of 10. The function written by the user is correct and accomplishes the same task as a target answer. However, the function name and variable names are not the same as a target answer, which may be confusing for others reading the code. Why so? Because in the target answer, I had actually set some kind of a variable name, but here I have used different set of variable name. So the program is going ahead and warning me that it's not exactly the same, which is fine. But let me make a major blunder. Instead of sum, let me go ahead and show subtraction. And let me evaluate the response of the artificial intelligence. You see, I've got 2 out of 10. Fundamentally, without giving test cases, just by giving a normal program, the generative AI has the capacity to say whether the program is right or not. The best part is the program doesn't have to be in Python. The program can be in any different language. Okay, 75 plus languages where Zarbin doesn't have the compilers yet. All those things you can go ahead and create a descriptive subjective question and set the response to be received in the form of a coding question, right? And let artificial intelligence and your target answer evaluate the candidates. All these three things have been proven to give great results for the people who've been using it for the past 2 weeks in the early alpha program. I'm really excited to launch the beta of all these three modules starting today. You would be able to access all these features if you're an existing Zorbin customer as of today immediately. Okay. Looking forward to receive your feedback on all these modules. Thank you.